Welcome to this week's episode of Azentuary. We begin this time awakening in the Temple of Timora, but at night, early evening. The sun set a couple hours ago, which is about when you guys decided to call in bed. But you had a bit of a dreamscape, and with the blessing of the goddess, you awaken after only a couple hours, fully rested and rejuvenated.
What a bitch. I mean, that was just unnecessary at that point. Like, she did that just to be a bitch, and that's all there is to it.
I
Fair.
have to wonder why you suggested the goddess Timora if you hate her so much.
I don't like any gods. She's the only one I have personal ties with who has ever helped me at all in life. And I thought she wouldn't pull this kind of stunt, but apparently she's just like everybody else, so. This was the only place I was gonna consent to anyways.
And as we all know,
Maybe.
consent is very important.
It is.
The more you
Maybe
know.
Maybe you just won the luck of the draw. That was what happened.
You handle luck. So funny. Anyways, do I still have that homunculus servant from our dreamscape?
Yes, so that was one of the things from last time, was everything that occurred to you, collected, whatever, carried through from the dreamscape to reality.
Wonderful.
Because it wasn't really much of a dream, it was more of a, well, let's just say the goddess bent reality to make it real.
Gotcha. Alright, well, I think a shopping trip is in order for me.
Chaka Kano is just
Okay.
kind of stunned because he doesn't sleep. So having been into a sleep, but then into a dream, and then back into reality, he's still trying to process what's going on.
For you, it'd probably be more like you were suddenly transported somewhere and then transported back.
Yeah, so processing this, a little complicated. Easy to wrap his brain around it.
Fair enough.
Chakra Kano, not exactly a deep thinker in metaphysical philosophy.
Fair.
It's not his fault, he doesn't even know what that word means.
I know. That's what makes it fun.
So anyway,
Well-
so you guys, I take it... Oh, go ahead.
Yes, let's make our way out of here. I would like to buy a lucky amulet on the way out.
All right. Well,
Oh no, don't tell me she got to you.
I
So
just
I
think
guess
it would
you-
be useful. Yes.
all right. As you're walking out, you are in kind of a casino. So I guess there's a little shop, like a little gift shop on the side, and you see that there's like Lucky Charms and stuff, a variety of them. There's everything from a cereal up through, canned rabbit's feet.
Great.
You're always after me, Lucky Charms.
Excuse me, shopkeeper. I would like to purchase one of your charms here.
Oh yes, absolutely. Would you like one of the traditional symbols of luck, or would you like a just the symbol of the goddess Timora herself?
What's the luckiest one?
Oh, the luckiest one? I don't know. Maybe four-leaf clover. That one's pretty popular.
Sure, I'll take it. How much?
Oh, that one's really fancy. That one, I need one silver piece for that.
Oh, you drive a hard bargain, but here you go.
Well, thank you very much. Have a lucky day.
You know, all that luck stuff is just some propaganda to make you feel like there's some kind of higher meaning behind everything you do, you know?
Well, I just like to hedge my bets.
Mm. Well,
Chaka
I
Kano
need to
eyes
find...
the rabbit's feet on chains and gets an idea to tie a a finger around his own neck as a lucky charm.
I think we need to like stop exposing Chaka Kano to culture, because I mean, trying.
He offers you one too.
I will politely decline. No, thank you. It's not because it is a disembodied finger. It's just because I don't believe in any of this, and it goes against my own personal religion of not having a religion.
That makes sense, though. It would be. I mean, you do miss the opportunity of being like, "Hey, Chaka Kano gave me the finger."
That's true, but that's something I will have to pass up, unfortunately. Bummer.
And watch, the greatest irony of all is that the finger that he offered is the actual lucky charm, whereas the lucky charm that was purchased does nothing.
I mean, that would be something if luck actually existed, but it doesn't. It's just a construct, so.
Technically, everything's a construct.
This is true.
That's true.
Carry on.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go shopping, Hen?
Well, our little friend here needs some supplies because I've specifically designed it for a specific purpose. Speaking of which, if anyone would like to throw out some name suggestions, I know I could probably use the help for our little bee homunculus here.
What does your homunculus look like again?
It is a little robotic bee, and it has a little compartment that opens up, complete with wings and stinger.
Huh.
May I
So
suggest
you just
that
say-
you?
Oh. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna say, may I suggest you name it Beyonce?
It's a good one. It's a good one. I'll put it in the cap. Put it in the cap.
If it's capable of murder, you could call it Buzzkill.
It's a good one. However, that's not what we're doing this for. I mean, it could be technically, but that not my goal. Not my intent.
Well, if you're gonna have it carry around packages for you, you could call him Bezos.
That's another good one. That's good ones. Well, we'll think about it. Walk. But I need to find some sort of a apothecary or a potion seller, that kind of thing.
Right on. Well, you guys walk outside, and it is nighttime, and you can hear there's a bunch of, ruckus going on. Doesn't seem like a lot of shops, more like just partying. And, there's various things occurring all around you, but you notice something catches your eye far to the west. It looks like fireworks exploding far above the market.
Ooh. Okay, we might have to take a detour to see some fireworks.
Okay.
You realize, Lass, that usually when we go and look at something like that, we're sucked into yet another adventure.
Yes, but it doesn't seem like any shops right now, does it? Might as well go look at some pretty lights. And I'm also curious to see if they could potentially be weaponized. Although I'm pretty sure I could do that myself.
Well, you...
Oh, that'd be fun, Like you explode a guy, and not only is there red, but there's some blues and purples. That'd be kind of fun.
Nice. Well, you kind of work your way along, through the artist district and kind of along the edge of the well market. And it's kind of a known trodden road for you at this point. But you find that you're actually making your way further to the south than you've been before, as you're seeing these occasional almost like a rocket going up and then an explosion. They're not particularly rapid fire. They're taking a while. And you hear, cheer and merriment and laughter. And then there's another one goes off and you hear a woo and yay as everyone is excited as you continue to approach.
It seems that something's being celebrated, but I'm not sure what. Is there any special holidays today? Anybody know?
I know not, Lass.
Did I make some sort of check to see if I know there's a holiday on this date?
Sure. Roll history.
That would be 16.
You think hard, and you don't remember any holidays occurring at this time. You think like there might be some kind of one of the gods' days, but you can't think of a specific one. Maybe it's just people partying.
It's totally possible. I mean, this market seems to have no end of people and cultures and mayhem, so. Alright.
I would like to look around and see if there's any flyers posted anywhere.
Sure. You look around and you notice actually there's sketches all over the place. In fact, as soon as you kind of entered this area, you started noticing a lot of them. There's a lot of advertisements, almost all of them drawings of women.
Hello.
Some kind of fertility party, I suspect.
Does that mean that they're not interested in women?
I'm sure the
It's a
men are.
breeding ritual.
Well, but okay. That's less exciting.
Let's ask one of these random passerbys.
And there are posters for men too. There's just fewer of them.
Oh yeah, who cares about men?
Excuse me,
Do men?
fellow traveler.
Oh, yeah, what?
What are they celebrating tonight? What are these festivities?
Oh, someone just found this thing and makes this cool light show. So, yeah, we figured throw a party and, make those things happen and, just kind of have a good time.
Where are they keeping the thing?
Oh, the dead center of the Broad Market. Can't miss it.
Oh, broad market.
Thank you.
Alright, just party for party's sake. Alright. You know what, guys? I think we could use a little bit of partying. I think we've been working too hard. Maybe we can just relax for a little bit. Have a good night. Make sure Chakakano doesn't kill anybody, you know.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible.
It's possible, if he doesn't have reason to kill anybody.
You don't have to offer ale to a dwarf twice.
Yeah, Yora, let's go party.
Let's go.
So, as you guys make your way into the market square, you see in the center it looks like there's some type of indentation in the ground with a big bowl sitting on it. Wisps of flame are kind of shooting out, like little tiny dancing in midair bits of fire with like embers that occasionally spark and shoot off, but there is no fire in the bowl. It's just dancing above it. And you see a guy from the other side come walking up, holding a rat by its tail, and it's writhing and kind of, dancing around as he's holding it up, and he flicks it in to the bowl, and as he does, you see its flesh immediately disappear, and a just fireball shoot up into the sky and boom, make the firework. As you look back down, you see the rat's body as almost a glowing red eye zombie form crawling around as it gets stomped into the ground. Your eyes now focusing on this, you see piles of rat bodies all around where they've been doing this.
Well, that's less fun.
Takakano chucks in a foot.
All right, you chuck in the foot, and the same thing occurs. The flesh strips off, and you see the firework go up. It makes a nice green arc with a little starburst explosion, and then it starts hopping along the ground.
Hmm.
The foot does. And one of the guys goes, "Hey, bug dude, you gonna get that?"
No. Takakano's just knelt down watching it.
All right. Well, it hops around and it kind of leaps up, attempting to, I guess, kick you in the face.
I mean, it's just a foot. There's no leg or anything.
Yeah, but it's like using its arch to like roll and then push off. But it launches itself at you as best it can for a 9 to hit.
Just sails past its head, I guess. Can you even get that much height?
No, it can't. It doesn't. It like I figured it kind of flew a little towards you and just fell to the ground before it could even contact.
Takakano.
It can project itself inches at a time.
Oh. As Takakano just takes one of his javelins and puts it at the end of the javelin. Through, like, ankle hole.
Okay. Sure, you stab it with the javelin, and it kind of goes limp.
Oh.
Hmm.
Wanted to have a wiggly javelin.
I mean, you wiggle the javelin around, and it kind of flops.
What happens if we put it back into the bowl again?
Try it.
Takakano chucks it into the bowl again.
It just sits there. Nothing happens.
You see a dejected look on Chuck. Oh, that could have been fun.
Oh.
Hmm.
Another guy comes up with another rat. Like, if you guys are done, I'm gonna keep this party going. Tosses the rat in.
Excuse me, sir. Does anyone else know anything more about this weird bowl?
Oh, yeah. Talk to what are we calling him now? Bill. Talk to Bill over there. He can help you out.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And go over to Bill.
So you walk
Hello
over. and
there.
he's,
Bill.
Hey, why? Oh God, why do they always have to make up these stupid names for me? Whatever. Call me Bill. What's going on?
What is this bowl thing that you have here?
Oh, I'm not sure. I found it. We bunch of guys were out digging in the desert, and this is one of the things. It was actually in, I don't know, looked like some kind of deteriorated crate. Well, anyway, I kind of polished it up, and then it started doing the sparkly thing. And I was actually eating lunch, and then my chicken decided to, burn up. Almost burned my tent down when the fireball shot up. The chicken came back to life. It was a very weird afternoon. Anyway, so I came out here and I heard there was like a hole in the ground there, so I threw it over the hole, and we've been having a party ever since.
Okay. Hmm. Well, that is very informative. Can you tell me who dug it up?
I don't know, some idiot from the high market.
And do you know where? Do you already say where you got it from? Where he got it from?
Somewhere they were digging out in the desert.
Okay. Thank you. And I
Yep,
return
yep,
to the
sure.
bowl.
Okay.
Nobody knows anything about this weird bowl. Seems to be some kind of sacrificial bowl from the hell realm or something, is the best I can guess.
No other input?
Hmm.
No, I'm
Oh,
just surprised
let's
no one
ask
else said.
Linguini.
Oh.
I don't know. I wonder if like they cut out or something. I noticed that it cut out earlier.
Yeah. Well, remember you, yeah, you lost Linguini.
Oh. Okay.
Well, specifically Gago lost Linguini.
Hmm. Well. See. Hmm. Hey, does anyone have that old orb that we had that sent us on the original scavenger hunt?
Yeah, I don't remember what our last prompt was. For somebody else out. On the whatever.
Yeah, we never actually grabbed the blue orb out because it pressed it.
I feel like we're working on just abandoning the scavenger
What do you think?
hunt because screw those guys.
What'd you say?
I thought let's talk about abandoning the scavenger hunt because screw those guys.
I think that was kind of the thought. We didn't trust whoever was behind the scene.
Behind the curtain.
Exactly.
Try and vault scavenger orb really quick. Put it in the book so nobody sees it.
Yeah.
Oh no. They lost me
You're
now?
still breaking up. No, you're still
Still
here.
breaking
You're
up bad there.
breaking up bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on, maybe maybe
There you go.
I should restart my.
Nope. You're fine. Keep talking.
Okay.
All right, but what did you say about taking it out with a rope or something?
Oh, I was saying about and consult with it secretly so that nobody can see. Maybe put it inside our cloak and ask it.
Ah.
I mean,
Well-
I guess we can. I just haul it out and kind of hand it to her.
Okay. All right, I put it in my armpit, and I was talking to my armpit inside my cloak, and I say, "Hello. What is the most recent scavenger hunt item?"
You are tasked with finding a lightning box, a material marker of wealth containing the power of storms, crowned in effigy by celestial forms.
Ah, that sounds like something completely different.
That is not this. I agree. Well, thank you. And I give him back to Gago.
Yeah, I shove it in my back of my pack.
So, are there beautiful women around, or was that just false advertising?
Well, no, there's women. There are many women around of varying degrees of attractiveness. Some beautiful, some not so. But they all seem to have found companionship.
I see.
Or at least, how can I say this? Seem to be acting like they are amorous, though there are some with wondering eyes looking about.
Gotcha. I don't know. My last brush with potential hookup did not go so well.
I don't even remember. When did you actually have a potential hookup there, lass?
There's that one lady who gave us the black powder, but she was interested in Yora and not me.
Ah, that's right.
I forgot
I don't
about
really
that.
have the self-esteem. I don't know. I don't think I can. I don't think I could get even like the ugliest girl here to come up with me, even if I tried.
Well, as you're saying that, a kind of wild-eyed looking girl walks by you and is like, "Coin for my thoughts."
I don't know. What's your education look like? I don't know. Are your thoughts worth the coin?
She wonders why she's
Uh,
single.
She does the little progressive finger thing, like down your shoulder, and says, "Well, you just have to drop me a coin to find out."
Now, see, lady, this looks like a scam.
Well, you call it a scam, I call it employment, whatever floats your boat. And she huffs and walks off.
Yeah. You see, I'm not gonna get fooled by that tonight. She was flirting, wasn't she? That wasn't that was like a pass. That wasn't it?
You definitely passed.
Dang it!
Go ahead.
I'm too practical for this shit.
The next person that comes up to the bowl, I say, excuse me, what are all these flyers with the naked ladies on them about?
Oh, well, you know, I mean, they're not all naked, but, you know, the professional services.
Oh, I see. Sorry I asked. Thanks anyways.
Okay, don't know what there's to be sorry about. I've been drawing these life models myself for many years. I think I'm quite good.
Are you a flyer artist? Did you make these?
No, I didn't. I'm not quite good enough to do that. You know, I would love to someday maybe join the Flyerist Guild, but as it is, I'm only aspirational. More of a flounderist, if you will.
Say, could you tell me where, like, the town drunk is? Like, a homeless vagrant who is desperate.
Well, I mean, everyone here is partying. I don't think anyone came here just to be drunk the whole time, but I mean, if you maybe head over to the tavern district, maybe, you know, the tavern ward. Head over towards the tavern ward and you talk to the guys that are all exchanging their finest recipes. Probably some drunkards over there.
Never mind, good sir. Thank you very much. I would like to look around and see if there's anybody begging for change, for alms.
You're not gonna find that here.
Darn it. Alright.
You confuse me, Yora.
Well, I want to figure out what happens if you put your hand in that thing, in the bowl, but I don't want to do it myself. So I
Just
do it.
shove some random beggar in there? Jeez.
Well, it would be willingly. I would pay him handsomely, but
A handsome
Wow.
ransom.
All right. Well, it's nice to know that we have some psychopaths among us. Better to know than to not.
I have a hunch that maybe it's some kind of portal or something.
I think it's more so a death machine, which then brings you back to life to join an army of the undead type thing. If I had to guess.
Ah, good point.
But anyways, is there anything other than disappointment and broken dreams at this party?
I mean, there does seem to be general merriment. You do hear a lot of people, kind of laughing and having a good time.
You know what? Screw it. I'll have a good time, and I'm gonna start. I'll sit down on the ground with my scrap, and I'm gonna start tinkering.
All right. You have
You like
a
music, by the way? Just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
is like playing already.
Oh, there's always music. I mean, a party without music's a party not worth having.
How good is the music? Out of curiosity.
Let me roll to find out. It's not great. It's like a 7 out of 20.
Damn.
It's a kazoo band.
Okay. So, I'm gonna tinker together like a musical, like contraption, like almost like a music box, but it's gonna actually sound good because it's gonna be some magical tinkering. So it's actually gonna sound like some really bopping like party music, you know.
Okay. And while you're doing that, roll me a perception check.
That'd be a dirty 20.
Okay. So I asked you to do that because you were sitting on the ground next to the bowl. And as you're sitting on the ground next to the bowl, something catches your eye. You notice that it is sitting on something. It's not just a hole, but there's like an actual rim there. There's something like almost metal, like a ring that it's sitting in on the ground, and on the side of it, where it doesn't quite sit flat, there's what looks like the bump of a hinge, which you recognize as an artificer.
Hinge, so like some sort of trap door?
Possibly, but it's under the bowl.
Fascinating. I probably can't move this bowl without being noticed.
Well,
I go over to Bill.
Yeah.
I say, "Hey, Bill,
Oh,
there's a gold coin in it for you if you, take the bowl and move the party down the block just a bit."
well, I don't know if I can do that, but I move the bowl over a couple feet for you if you want. Then we'll see if people follow.
Sure. But if you're only going to move the bowl a couple feet, then that's only worth a silver piece.
Well, then I might as well stay here, not do anything. You can go move the bowl yourself. How about that?
Maybe we need someone more desperate. Actually, I have an idea. And I take out my scimitar, and I take out my shillelagh, and I kind of on either side of the bowl to lift the bowl up and move it.
Sure. Give me a strength check real quick because it's a lot of leverage out there.
Okay. 18.
Oh yeah, you handily do that. You pick it up and move it over to the side. Set it down.
Yeah. And
Right.
I carefully look in the hole.
Yeah, there is a hole. There looks like there was some kind of a trapdoor thing here, and instead what you see is a ladder. There was must have been a lid that would flip open, which is long gone, and you see a ladder that descends down a good, say, 20 feet to a platform.
Well. Our next adventure. Uh-oh.
Wah, wah.
Well, then I guess do we? While we're waiting for Gago to reconnect, do we let Chakakano decide what's going to happen?
Takakano just peers down the hole. You see anything?
No, but roll. Let's say you're since you're peering down, roll an investigation real quick.
That's a 15.
Okay, you don't see anything, but you get this sense of good meat, good hunt.
All right. Chakakano just kind of conveys that in interpretive form in the minds of the party and beckons as he slowly starts to descend.
Awesome.
Okay. I'll follow Chakakano.
Awesome. And since the others aren't here to say no, they go with.
What was that we said earlier about consent?
That it doesn't
D&D,
apply in this
teaching life
situation.
lessons. That's okay, that seems fair.
So, all right, you guys descend.
Just like in men's locker rooms. According
I don't know
to-
many men's locker rooms that descend, but sure. So you descend like a men's locker room, and
Consent, not descend. I was thinking. I
Oh.
was thinking about politicians. You know.
oh
Was that
yes,
Jim Cramer or something? Yeah.
yeah, that case. Yeah.
It doesn't apply.
Well, anyway, you get onto the landing, and there's a few stairs that go down a little deeper from here, and you see a hallway laid out before you, about 5 feet wide, that goes down about 50 feet and turns to the left. And you can also see that about 30 feet up from you, it turns to the right. So you can go either way.
All right, can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So before we were to descend in the deep, Hen wanted to finish her tinkering.
Oh, yeah. So the tinkering has been completed.
Okay. So there should be just some like real like great rave music up there to kind of hopefully distract anybody from following us.
Yeah, let me roll real quick. Roll a d20. Tell me what you get.
18 with nothing.
God, yes.
added to it.
That's fine. No, this was just a comparative roll. Yeah, it is the greatest rave music they've ever heard.
Nice. Maybe I should have been a bard.
Mosh pit away.
So yeah,
Black
they're
Cauldron
partying
mosh
hardy
pit.
up there.
All right, cool.
So yeah, all right. Well, you guys head on down, and you're in this hallway. Where do you want to go from here? Kakano is somewhat on a hunt.
I'm just gonna see what Chaka Kano do.
What would
Do my-
Chakakano do if he was here today? Anyway,
Do my hunter senses tingle in any particular direction?
well, let's roll for it.
What would that be?
Investigation.
Another 15.
You tingle a little to the left.
All right. Then that's the way Chakakano head, readying his weapons.
So you guys see Chaka Kano pull a weapon and skitter down the hallway in front of you and then take a left into a corridor.
Yeah. He shall bring up the rear.
Excellent. All right. You follow him down. Chaka Kano, you're in a long corridor that, as you proceed down it, you are getting a sense that there is something that has moved through here that you want to kill. You reach a junction where you can either continue forward or turn to the left.
I guess that's another investigation. Which is only a 10 this time.
You have lost the scent.
Yora, how about you? Do your nature-tuned senses sense anything?
Yes. Let me. Yeah. I would like to investigate as well. Just my normal investigation. You know, my 5 senses.
All right. Well, roll for it.
Okay. Yeah, I got a 5.
Well, you
Yeah,
said
you
5
definitely
senses.
can't. You can't sense anything. You're just like, sorry, buddy, can't help you here.
Okay. And it's all dark? Or
Yes, it
Is
is
there light?
dark. I mean, there's some natural bioluminescent fungal illumination, but nothing beyond that. It's hard to
Okay.
see.
Is there anything on the walls that I can see?
You squint and you go over and look at the walls. It's surprisingly smooth. You can tell this is not a natural cavern, but you don't see anything written where you're at.
Is there any moisture?
No, it's very dry.
Okay. Well, I think we'll flip a coin on this one.
Sure.
Wait, so the choices are turn left again or continue down the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. Heads for left again, and I take out a piece of silver, and I flip it. It was heads.
All right. So you lead the way and head to the left. Just kind of feeling that this is the correct way to go. You make it down another 60 feet and the path forks again. This time you can either continue on your way or go to the right.
Well, I say right.
All right.
You shall no protest from me.
You turn down to the right and you find yourself face to face with a what looks like a solid steel door.
Is there any keyhole or anything on the door? I will examine the door.
There's kind of what looks like a weird metal block with a slit in it on the side.
If I grab the block, can I move it around?
Hold on a sec.
Oh, okay. I take my hand off really fast.
Let me investigate said door for booby traps first.
Ah, good idea.
That's an natural 20.
You look around and you find that there are no booby traps, and the latching mechanism of the door is broken.
Ah. So it is. Alright, well, I try to push the door open. To see maybe if it's broken, if it fails close or fails open.
It slides open, and revealing a, like 30-foot square room. There's there's like desks lining the wall, and in the corner, crouched down, they look like they might be tied, but they might just be scared. There's 3 surprisingly good-looking men, just like there.
Aha! The Spanish Inquisition.
Hello there. Are you okay? Is anyone in pain?
They look at you and no, we're fine. There's something else here though. Something terrible.
Like a spirit?
Oh no, it's very physical. It brought us here. It's holding us here.
Would you like to come with us to safety if we free?
Oh, that sounds great. Who are you, by the way?
Oh, just some adventures. No, nobody else.
Well,
Who are
the
you?
first one. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, my name's Chad. I'd really like to know your name. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Hang on. 17.
He's like, I'd like to know your name, and you're just like, no, not giving it. The next one comes up like, oh, that's too bad. Who's that other one in your party? And he leans over to Hen and says, what's your name? And Hen, if you could make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. That's actually a nat 20.
Oh, then you're just like, yeah, not interested. And then
No.
I guess
You're
The
not a
third
woman.
one-
You don't have tits, do you?
it's like little ones.
Well, those aren't the bazonga honkers I'm looking for, now are they?
Very nice.
Akakano's getting very suspicious of these people who are way too friendly.
The other one, so the last one looks back and forth between Gago and Takakano, and it's just like, oh boy. Eeny, meeny, miny. Hey, you. And he looks over at Gago. How about you? What's your name? And same thing, wisdom saving throw.
Knew I should have cast Fireball. 11.
You tell him your name, and he's like, "Oh, such a pleasure to meet you. Could you introduce my friends to your companions?" And you are compelled. Well, you're compelled to.
Taka,
Ah,
Can I cast something, or do I just
Yeah, go for
watch
it.
this happen?
Well,
I
he
cast
said it.
Dispel. Yeah, I cast Dispel Magic, in my 4th level slot.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, it just means that it can go up to a 4th level or higher spell. I can dispel that. I think.
I don't know if this. I mean, it's not a spell.
Oh, okay.
Uh, yeah, it's just listed as an action. He's just a very charming person.
Oh, okay. Alright,
Yeah,
well,
just a
that's
very
fine.
charming person.
I'll just assume it
So-
has no effect. There's no magic.
Yeah, it has no effect. But, all right. So Gago introduces the others and like, oh, thank you so much. So, could you encourage them to assist me and my friends? Maybe take us with you to the to another room or out of this place.
Not duplicitous stuff
sure.
that he offered. It was like the first offer. It's like, hey, you want to come with?
Yeah, well, now they're being suspicious.
Yeah.
And obnoxiously frat boy-esque.
Takakano links to him and says, is this normal?
It's hard to tell. I don't know, what say... Because, Gago, you're trying to convince us.
Yeah. Oh. They seem alright to me. Tell you what. Why don't you lead the way out, you three handsome dudes?
I
I
don't
mean-
like this.
No, I don't like it either.
I just hold Gago and I say, no, you're not going anywhere, Gago. You're staying with us.
Are these guys still tied up, or did we untie them?
They weren't tied up. They were just kind of cowering in fear. At least that's what it looked like when you came in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. They're obviously they're ridiculously good looking. They can't be dangerous. Let's just let them follow us to safety.
No. Listen, you evil beast. I don't know what you want from us, but we're not having it. Go on with you. And I shoo them off.
They look very sad, and they like walk in front of you down the corridor, and then take a left and go back the way you guys came in. You hear them chatting with each other as they go. Like, yeah, dude, I almost got the one to talk to me. You just needed to tell me your name. I don't get it, man.
I mean, maybe they were just really persistent frat boys. Who knows? Regardless, I would like to say they're not our problem anymore.
Exactly. So,
All right. Well, they
what else is in the room?
they went off.
Oh, yeah.
They okay. So the room. Sorry.
And it seems like Gago might have some soul searching to do.
Yeah, Gago is like, So you look around the room and you see the desks and stuff that are scattered about. As you just kind of do a cursory glance, you don't really see anything.
I want to go over to one of the desks and, like, try flipping it over.
Okay. Strength check.
Okay. 17.
Yes, you just walk up to this totally, armless desk and just absolutely flip it on its top. And when you do, you hear a bunch of stuff inside rattle around and fall. So there's definitely something in the drawers.
I want to pull those drawers out and see what's in it.
Sure. You pull it around, and you find a Amethyst.
Oh, like crystal.
Yeah.
I want to cast detect magic. That is so a 22 to cast.
That's why I couldn't hear you.
Oh, detect
Detect
magic.
Ah, okay. It is not magical, but you do definitely
No.
sense there is magic in the room.
Okay. Well,
Like this place definitely uses magic. Like there are things that it's in the walls around you. Like there's definitely stuff here that is magical.
okay. I'm just gonna stolling up on the desk and looking inside.
Yeah, you're breaking up pretty bad, but you do go around and you look in the desks, and you eventually find like a garnet, a spinel, maybe a diamond, but just like some gems that had been left behind long ago.
And
I keep that.
All right, but that's all else there was here in this.
Okay.
All right.
And it's just a desk. Yeah. Is there any other doors in the room?
Nope, just a dead end.
Well, I say we go back the way we came. What do you think?
I.
Okay. So I guess we go back down the hallway, and then we go continuing southward. Hallway, not towards the original door.
Right, so you go back to the previous junction and take the second option.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so this progresses a little and then turns facing the north. You see a similar door to the last one ahead of you.
Oh. Well, is it broken still like the other one?
I mean, it was heavy. You walk up and check it.
Yeah. Check.
All right, you walk up to the door and go to push it open. And you find that as you go to do it, you trigger a guillotine blade that comes down and slams into you.
No.
Causes 21 slashing damage.
Okay. Well, we definitely need to check for traps every time, guys. I say out loud.
I agree.
Well, I'm gonna push the door with my shillelagh, try to push it open without touching it.
Alright. You push the door open, and you see inside there is a almost perfectly round room, and it's got a chair. There's like a raised area in the center, like a dais with a chair on it. There's a bit of a I don't know, elongation on the far east side where there's another one of those doors. Looks like it goes out to the east. But in the center, it's very ornate. It looks like a throne almost. It's pointing to the side, and there is a creature sitting in it. Looks like it's poking around, trying to do something, and you catch its attention, pushing the door open, and you see it just glance kind of to the left at you. Its tentacly mouth kind of flopping as it turns its head.
Excuse me. We don't mean any harm, but what is this place?
It pays you no mind as you are like outside. It just doesn't seem to be paying any attention to you.
Huh. Like it can't hear me or something?
Possibly.
I yell at
Maybe you're
it
too
louder. Excuse me!
I think that may be
What?
a mind flare.
It gives you it turns harsher, gives you a grumpy look, points at you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. 13. So 19.
You do fine. And it just like hisses and turns back to what it's doing.
Sorry, Gago. What did you say?
I said it looks like it could be a mind flare.
Good thing we don't have any minds.
What's a mind
Hi,
flare?
Brain. Oh,
It is a monster that specializes in mental attacks. It is a very nasty, brutish, evil monster.
Oh.
Otherwise known as an Elithid.
or gay.
Okay. Let's back away slowly then. Okay?
It's obviously trying to figure out something regarding the throne. This may be a pretty good clue.
Okay.
I'm not gonna mess around. I just cast a fireball at it.
All right, go for it.
+6. I think that to be a 24 to cast.
Good lord. Well, I'd say you blasted in there. What do I have to make a dex save, right?
Yeah,
I think it's
dexterity.
86.
Ooh, dirty 20.
You gotta be kidding me.
I rolled a 19, and I have a +1.
Alright, well, you still take 15 damage.
Alrighty, I take 15 damage. And he gets that, like, blast, and then stands up, and you see him just, like, I guess, move towards you. Or, let's see, the room is 5, 10, 15, 20, about 25 feet across, so he runs right or basically floats across right to where I'm assuming Yora is at the door, you're behind Yora, and the others are behind you.
Probably.
Yeah, I guess. Is
All
anybody
right, well,
else?
he only...
Well, apparently the mind flayer is doing something, so.
He gets
Yeah,
another
so
turn.
he saw... What?
Well, didn't he just take a turn when he attacked
That
Yora?
was before combat.
Hmm.
You technically
Okay.
started combat when by blasting in there. I
Good
mean,
point.
So, no, at this point, he sees Yora and goes up and reaches out with his tentacles for a 14 to hit.
That does not hit. My AC is 16.
Okay. He has 2 actions, I believe. Yep. And never mind, he nat ones. So, he like smacks his tentacle on the door and hurts himself a little. But
hoping
he kind of like... He's what?
I said, I hope he poke himself in the eye with his tentacle.
No, he flips around and hits the door. As a bonus, it kind of moves a little closed.
Great.
Just
Okay.
for fun. All right. Now, what did you want to do?
No,
I guess wait, you started it,
Yeah.
so well, it's up
My
to
turn?
one of the others then.
You started it.
I'm just gonna roll for initiative.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
Yeah.
initiative. The only
Okay.
one, I guess, Gago's the only one that doesn't have to.
I got a
Dirty-
7.
What'd you say, Hen?
Dirty 20.
Ooh, all right.
Takakano got dirty 22.
And I got a 7.
I got that one.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, in that case, I guess Takakano, you are at the back of the group, but you go next.
Yeah, but it's at the back. It gives me a little momentum. If I charge forward and just like body check him, does that count as an action?
I mean, it's if you want to push through everyone, like literally shove them to the sides and just throw yourself forward. If your intent is to like grapple for a body check, then it's an action. But if you're just moving in and shoving through, then it's just movement.
Then it's not really safe distance for me to enrage because everyone will get hit then. Alright, so Chaka Kano just barrels through the group and basically takes a baseball swing at Mind Flayer's face with his great axe.
Okay,
And that is a 19 to hit.
that hits.
Alright, so that was D20. Okay, that's 18 slashing damage.
Ouch.
And then he swings again. That is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
And then, oh, that's only 14 slashing. And then, just for fun, instead of his hand axe, he stabs him with the magical javelin.
Okay.
I don't know what the javelin's properties are, but I'm assuming it's a standard attack, so yeah, that's a 21 to hit. What would the javelin be? 1d8? 1d6? Because it's stabbing? Offhand?
Yeah, probably 1d6 plus 2 or whatever. Plus 1.
Plus 1 and then plus strength.
Yes.
Alright, so that's 10 piercing.
Alright, you pierce it. He is quite hurt. Very unpleasantly hurt.
No one hurts
alright, so
my party except me.
Hen, you just got shoved hard against a wall, and Chaka Kano is between you and the creature.
Okay. Well, I can always do the tried and true on the back corner so it only hits the enemy.
It would be you'd have to get it really right to not hit, Takakano at this point. He's basically on top of the guy.
Okay. Do you want me to roll with disadvantage or?
Or you can just move around. You have.
Oh
20
yeah, I
feet
got
of
movement speed. I've got more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, I'm just gonna like sidestep around them so that Chakakano's not in my way.
Okay.
And then I will cast Shatter.
All right.
So that's a 23 to cast.
Ooh, very successful.
And that's gonna be. What's a dice? Ooh. 16 thunder damage.
Jeez.
And he can make a Constitution saving throw.
To try to save that.
Yeah.
12 is all I got.
Yeah, he fails.
All right. Well, he takes his full thunder damage. Dang. All right. Yora.
I am going to wild shape into a tiger,
Okay.
and yeah, and then I'm gonna move around whoever's in front of me. Kind of stalking in, all slow like, very intimidating. And then
All right.
I'll lunge at the person. This mind flare thing, ideally from the back, if he's not paying attention.
All right. So you jump forward. You like sneak around Chakakano, leap one way, turn, and then leap the other way, attacking. Got it.
Yeah,
All right. Go for
and
it.
I'm gonna attack with both my claws. Hang on. That's a. It's. I rolled a 12, but I don't know the stats of a tiger.
Let me look it up real quick.
I got-
Tiger is claw attack +5 to hit, so you hit.
Okay.
And
Sweet.
1d8 +3 slashing damage.
Okay. So that's 6 damage for,
All right.
I guess, the one for the claw, for both claws.
Yeah, so you do this and you like sink the claws into the side of his neck and just rip through his jugular, and it sprays into Kakano's face as you push it down, and you guys are just locked eye to eye as this guy dies between you.
Yeah, I. Great. Yeah, I just stay as tiger form, and I rip out his jugular, and then I walk away and kind of pace around.
Awesome. All right, well, you pace around the room, and yeah,
Tucker kinda
it's
pats
as I
you on the head.
described.
I feel bad.
Wait, what did you say,
yeah,
Al?
it-
The
Yeah.
Tucker kind of pats the kitty on the head.
Oh. Aw.
Now that we have Mind Flayers in, Casey really needs to play Baldur's Gate 3.
It's...
All right. Yora, oh, that's right. Yora can't. Yora's in tiger form. I shall check the Mind Flayer's body for loot.
You find what looks like a fancy toolkit on him. He didn't have much other than that.
Ah. I shall rip off said toolkit and hand it to Hen.
It's a me thing to figure out, huh?
Well, tools. Figure you'd like it.
Oh yeah. I'm certain that it's probably for a specific use though, which I'm probably unfamiliar with.
Well, you could try investigating.
Okay, maybe I'll try investigating them. Do you want to do the artificer's job?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Investigation comes out with a 25.
All right, well, you check it out. There's a bunch of bits here that you've never seen before, as well as some standard ones that you know. There's like your slot drivers, your Phillips, but then there's also stars and squares and all sorts of shapes that you've never seen a fastener of.
Oh, great. We killed the handyman.
I'm gonna investigate the throne that he was meddling with as well.
All right. Yeah.
Not as good. That's just a 12.
Okay. Well, you see the various shapes of fasteners around it. You also see where there's what looks like kind of like interface controls where you can sit and control each side with your hands. As you look around, there's some kind of like screen up on the ceiling, so you obviously like recline into this thing. Other than that, you're not sure what it is or what it could be used for.
So the dais is a machine. It is Deus Ex Machina.
Maybe it's the second one and it's a Deus Ex Machina.
Oh.
Yora walks up to it and starts clawing at the back of the chair.
All right. Yeah, you find that it's made out of a pretty solid metal, and your claws do nothing to it.
Well, Yora licks it with her tongue.
Okay. Yeah, it tastes metallic and old. Like there's a full, thick layer of dust on it. The guy hadn't really done much of cleaning, so yeah, you get a mouthful of dust mites.
Oh, great. Okay, is there anything else in the room? Just the throne, right?
Yeah, that door on the what is that, east side?
Oh, yeah. Okay, Yora approaches the door and kind of paws at it.
I shall. This throne, I am sure, is the key to something, so I shall investigate it myself.
Okay.
Ooh, that is only a 5.
Yeah, you're like, doesn't look like a very comfortable chair. Can't figure out what else it could be.
I try sitting in it and maybe reclining back.
You do that, and there's like a little flicker of light for just a fraction of a second, and it's gone. It's almost like there's no power.
Ah.
Is there any kind of like control panel or like screwed in panel that I can see?
There's some kind of like buttons where the hands go on each side of the chair. That's it.
Don't we have that power source we got from the desert?
My fuse thing?
The fuse thing.
That I was gonna turn
Oh.
into a rail gun.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted a railgun.
I mean, I guess we can try and use it.
I'm going to investigate the room to see if there's something somewhere that might be about the size and shape of that fuse thing.
You don't see anything as you look around. There's no obvious spot for it.
I mean, have we just tried pressing one of the buttons on the arms of the chair yet?
Not yet. Do you want to do that, Hen?
I mean, I guess, but
I've
I
got
have no
to-
idea what it's gonna do.
I've got me feet up, so, you know. If it hurts anybody, it'll kill me.
Alright, well, everyone brace. I'll just, I don't know, do the buttons look the same, or...
Yeah, they're different shapes. They have some kind of weird writing on it.
Can you read this writing?
It's familiar, but it's like singular letters, not words.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, I guess I'm just... is there any, like, big red button-looking thing?
There's no specific big red like do not push button.
Okay, well, I'm more looking for, like, a power button type situation.
You don't see one when you're looking around here. You know there should be something somewhere. You're just not seeing it like on the chair in this room.
Okay. Then there's no cords, there's no nothing, it's just inference. Alright, well, maybe there's a way to turn this on somewhere else, but like, I guess if it's off, we can push a button and nothing will happen. Alright, I'm just gonna push a random button.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay, cool. I say we investigate the door that Yor is pawing at.
Alright. First, I shall investigate this door for booby traps.
Sure.
14.
You look around the door and you say, "Okay, guys, this one's safe. We're good."
There are no boobies.
Alright. I kind of wave Yora to back up a step, and then I try to push the door open.
Okay, I back up.
All right, the door swings open. Beyond is a room with what looks like a bunch of, those like metal roots going down the walls, and at the end of it is a what looks like that fuse thing you found in a column.
Is there like an actual another fuse thing, or is it just a hole where the fuse thing is gonna go?
There is one there, and it looks very old and like like rusted.
Aw, but my railgun. Alright, and I'll sadly trot on over and swap out the fuses.
All right, you pull out the old one and kind of drop it. You notice that there's like no light left in the middle of it. There's nothing at all. It's totally like spent. So you drop your new one in, and as you do, like lights turn on all around you. There's it's not super bright. It's just kind of a gentle glow, and you see that lines illuminate down the wall and out through the doorway and out into that round room.
Aren't I a fucking hero? I'm gonna take the rusty fuse with me, though. I can use it for something.
Nice.
Sure, you grab it, take it with you.
Alright. Let's go back to the
The
control room.
situation has been defused.
Way to rub
Oh
salt.
no.
I'm bummed out. I was about to upgrade from my crappy crossbow to really cool, like, sci-fi fuse thing, but no. It's all good. Maybe I can charge this one up somehow. I don't know. We'll find out. There's a giant fuse charging station somewhere.
Maybe, there's nothing to say that we can't take that fuse with us when we're done using the chair.
I guess that's true.
Alright. Back to the chair.
Okay.
Alright. Once again, I sit in the
Yeah.
chair and line back.
All right, you do that, And as you recline, um, the
Decline to
whole
recline.
chair lights up, and above you, the like black glass screen looking thing turns on, and it shows you like a zoom out. First, the entry where you went in at the broad market, and then zooms out further, and you can see the entirety of the market. It's like your god's eye view looking down on it.
Ooh, fascinating. Quick, does anybody have pen, paper, and artistic ability?
Hmm.
I can take a stab at it.
Yeah, I'm a cat.
Yeah, it's true. I can at least draw blueprints, so.
Oh, there you go. If you could make a blueprint, we would have a map of this whole place.
Okay. I'll try to draw a map.
All right.
What's my roll for that?
I don't know if you even need to. I don't know. Sleight of hand, maybe.
Oh, sure. 19. I've been rolling really high tonight.
You have been. Yeah, that does great. You successfully sketch out everything you see, a whole map.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Alright, now we have a map. And there are buttons on this chair that probably do something. Does anyone
quick-
want to, like, try to push a button? But I'm scared that it could start nuclear warfare.
We don't even know what that is. You push a button.
You really want to
Alright.
trust Chakakano to push a random button? Because he'll do it.
Well, so
He doesn't
first,
understand this whole concept of machinery.
Well, first button that Gago you press and you zoom in a bit, so you can kind of see like people moving around, and you're not seeing the whole market. Now you're seeing like more like a district.
That. I push a different button.
All right, it then slides. This time your view slides up a whole district width. You're looking at the middle of the Knowledge Traders district.
Ah. I should zoom in, see maybe if I can see the Wizard's Hall.
Yeah, you tap that first button again, and you zoom in, and yes, you see the Wizard's Hall. You're pointed right at it.
Ah. Can I zoom in even more to see maybe what the Turbo Wizard is doing?
You zoom in quite a bit. You're like God's eye view, so all you can see is the top of the building. I mean, you've only pushed 2 of the like buttons on there. You can try another one maybe, see if you get a better look.
Sure. We shall try another button.
I'm gonna start
Nuclear
rolling
launch
for this.
detected.
So that one gives you a thermal image of the hall, and you can see there is someone in the Turbo Wizard's chambers.
Press the nuke button. Even if it's not the
Right,
Turbo
you-
Wizard, we don't really have ties with anybody else here.
I don't know. Do you just press another random button?
How many random buttons are there?
Well, there's a lot. There's like a whole keyboard, just like half on each hand.
Does any have like a skull symbol or like a fire symbol or like anything insinuating death?
I mean, not that you recognize, though. I guess you could ask Gago, and he could look at it for a little while, and it's like he can go like, well, maybe this one.
All right, take a guess, Gago.
Sure, I take a guess.
All right, so you press a couple buttons, and it like zips around a couple different places as it moves left, moves right, and then zooms out a little as you go back to looking at the the place in the middle of the Turbo Wizard's spot, and eventually you press a button and nothing happens, and you're like, "Huh, what was that?" But Kakano, you suddenly have a overwhelming sense of dread as you hear a whoosh in the place, and a couple seconds later, something strikes the Turbo Wizard's tower as it explodes.
Oh my god.
Well, one problem down. We don't know that was the Turbo Wizard. Could have been some poor random cleaning guy named Larry. Just in the wrong place in the wrong time.
All hands lost. Oh man.
So, was it just the Turbo Wizard's tower? Was it, the entire Wizard Hall, or?
So he hit all those buttons, and the explosion was just big enough to take out the tower and a little bit of the area around it. Let's say it was a standard fireball size explosion.
I mean, that's still funny as hell, so. Alright! Well, this has been lovely. I think we should definitely seal this place up and make sure nobody ever comes in here ever again.
No, this is power. We can use this if we need to, if there's some kind of an issue. I think what we should do is take that fuse with us.
Yep.
When we leave, but then so with your map, we know where this is again, and we can come back here and use it again if we must.
I mean, yeah. I definitely don't think we should leave the fuse here and allow somebody else to just blow up a random area.
I agree.
Oh.
But I definitely think us do that. We should definitely do that.
I want to try mentally communicating with Chaka Kano, since I'm still a cat. I say, ask him if he can see the desert and let those snake creatures from the chair.
All right, yeah. Shaka Kano passes on the request.
I can certainly try. So yes, I start manipulating buttons again. Do I see the desert that we were in, the dunes?
Oh yeah, it takes you a little bit, but you jump area to area, moving to the northeast until you see the dig site. And from above, you see how extensive the dig site actually was. It was quite the more than just the little map that the guy had given you.
Maybe we should nuke that spot for good measure.
Treasure.
Yes, that dig site had lots of treasures in it. And we're not sure or not we're looking at the lizard men or the snake people or innocent diggers.
Oh, good point.
I mean, just turn off the thermal imaging and you can see.
Well, yeah, okay. I turn on the thermal imaging and see if I see any, warm-blooded forms in the desert.
You poke a button and you switch it to some kind of high band infrared mode because you pushed the wrong button.
Well, what does it show me?
Let's just say everyone is glowing, and there are some snake bodies for sure that show up, but there's also regular just people walking around doing stuff. They're in different areas, but they're all kind of there.
Are the snake people and the regular people separated?
Yeah, they're in different areas.
Okay.
And actually, I shouldn't say regular people. They're more like orcs. Let's say that they're the orcs that came by.
Oh, so yeah, collateral damage is basically none.
Yeah, All right.
That's so racist.
Well, the pressure might still be there. It might survive.
No, it's not racist. It's just religionist, maybe, because they threatened us earlier, so they could
That's right.
deserve retribution.
All right.
You threaten me, I'm
target
gonna
first
kill
the-
you.
Yeah.
You
I
threaten
target
me,
first
I
the
nuke
snake
you.
people.
All right, you zoom in on the snake people.
And then I hit the destructo button.
All right, you hear that whoosh thing, and after few seconds, something like that, all of a sudden there's an explosion, and as the machine auto zooms back out, you see the orcs, I guess to the east of that area that just blew up, running back towards their camp.
The gods
Perfect.
are angry with us.
All right.
I think the power's gotten to Gago's head a bit too quickly.
Yes, I think I have done enough damage today. Let us remove the fuse and get on out of here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna swap the rusty old fuse and the normal fuse again.
Okay, yeah, everything powers down and it gets dark. There's the only illumination left is a little bit of that bioluminescent fungus.
Again.
Yeah. Let's see how much destruction we actually caused.
All right, so are you guys leaving? You gonna climb back to the surface, or
Yes.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay. You work your way out and go, climb up to the surface, and there's the handbells being rung, alarm bells going off, and people are running. Some of them, to the north, others to the south and the east, some to the west. They're kind of everyone's kind of doing something different, but you notice there's definitely a sense of panic.
I wonder why.
Yes, I think we should play dumb.
I'm gonna pick up my noise-making contraption and turn it off, and I'm just gonna immediately start when in roaming and just being like, oh no, what happened? Oh, fire? Oh no, not fire. That sounds bad. Oh, I should get back home, check on mother,
Okay.
just in case, anybody's like suspecting,
Yeah.
Good job.
Yora changes out of tiger mode and back into normal human mode.
Oh, good.
So it's not
That's
freaking
how you
out.
climb the ladder.
Yeah,
Plan to be
I
able to
guess.
climb the ladder.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, so you climb up. Yep, you're humanoid or dwarf mode.
Yeah.
And then
I grab the nearest milling passerby and say, what is going on? Everyone seems a little panicked. What's going on?
how did you miss it? There was a bright flash, and then the big explosion. Like up in the Knowledge Traders District. Come on, I heard there's a fire. We need to help.
Okay. Lead the way. We shall follow along.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. And he starts running to the north, and there's a bunch of other people grabbing like buckets and stuff so they can fire line water. And you get up to the Knowledge Traders District, and you see that the wizards have largely like contained the area with magic, and then other people are bringing in water and dousing flames and making sure everything's out. And you hear a conversation on the side, two exhausted looking wizards, and the one talking to the other, and he's like, I couldn't get to him in time. God, I can't believe this happened. Why? Oh, maybe he touched something. I told him, only clean the beakers, don't touch anything. Why, Larry? Why?
Oh no.
Oh no.
This certainly seems like an act of divine retribution. Maybe Larry angered the gods in some way.
Oh, perhaps. I think he's just a klutz. Oh, it's so sad.
Was there
Oh,
anyone
well.
else in the room with Larry or in the building?
Well, we're pretty. I don't know. I mean, we can't find the Turbo Wizard. He's probably dead too.
Maybe the
Well,
Turbo
that's a
Wizard
real
did this.
shame.
Maybe Larry and the Turbo Wizard were lovers, and this was a murder-suicide pact.
What a strange thought that just popped into my head. I know I didn't hear anyone speak it, but that was bizarre.
Always listen to the voices in your head.
What?
Oh, God.
Why would the voice in my head say to always listen to it? That's so strange.
Well,
Only strange if you ignore it.
my condolences to you, friend. I hope that your loss is eased soon.
I don't know. I gotta calm down. Well, thank you. Let's focus on one thing at a time. Let's get this fire totally contained, and we'll go from here.
All right.
Okay.
Is there a bucket relay or something that we can like join in?
Remember, there still might be a price on our head. I think it's best if we kind of melt back into the crowd now. Maybe go
Yeah.
see what is happening in the desert area.
Okay.
Yeah, Yoris says, oh, hey, I think I saw some buckets over here. I'm going to go get these. And then, yeah, I just kind of disappear into the crowd.
Yeah, that's clever. See, yours a pro.
Yes, I shall follow along.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, and it takes a little time for you to weave through the people, and it takes I don't know, half hour or so at least to walk from the traders district to the high market with all the activity going on. And it's pretty late into the night now. Things are really starting to die down. You can tell people who have been super on edge are starting to calm, and everything is just kind of settling down into the night. So let's say it's probably like 1:30, 2 a.m. right now as you make it into the high market area.
Okay. Are there still people milling around the high market area, or where are the orcs?
There are the orcs were outside. They were out at the dig site. The high market was the closest spot to the dig site that's still part of the the market as a whole.
Is there any activity in the high market?
There's some people talking to each other, just kind of sitting around like, geez, can't believe what an exciting night. What a crazy thing to happen. I already heard the news come back, word of mouth travels fast around here. Dang, Wizard's Tower straight up exploded. I took a couple of those, smarty pantses with it. And then another guy comes through like, yeah, there was some kind of like yellow flash or ball or something. Like, almost like one of the gods just threw a fireball at it. And the other guy's like, that's just a rumor. They said that it blew up from inside. And another guy's like, no, I swear. It was like something flew through the air like a bird that was glowing and it just hit it.
I sidled up to him and said, I heard it was Bigfoot.
Town that were affected by the fireball?
What? I didn't catch the beginning of that.
Oh, were there any other areas that were affected by the fireball?
Oh, in the market, I don't think so. That's all we heard about here. I mean, there was a weird, Denny over there said there was a weird flash earlier, but it was way out in the desert. And I don't go out there at night.
Hmm. Well, thank you. And I sort of motioned for the party to come away from the group so nobody can hear us. And I say, hey, maybe we should go check out the desert.
I agree.
Yeah. Sounds like this is the time to do with all the commotion and the fact that it's night, nobody else is going out there.
Yeah.
Sure, you guys make your way. It is dark.
I think we should have tracked the orcs back to their camp and then nuked them all in their camp.
It's too late to do that now.
Well, you guys,
Yeah.
You do know the area, so you do okay, but it is very dark. As soon as you get away from the light pollution of the greater market, it is like pitch black out here. Those that have night vision or dark vision do okay, but oh wait, does everyone have dark vision in the party?
Hen doesn't.
Okay, well, someone. Yeah, you're a dwarf. Dwarves have it.
Yeah.
Maybe
So,
we
I
should,
guess, yeah.
Just stop here for a bit, guys, and maybe wait for the dawn to come. We can see
Yeah.
better in the morning.
Have a rest.
I mean, I can make
All right,
something magical.
All right, do you want to do that, or do you want to?
Nah, we should probably just rest a little bit.
All right, well, let's stop here with you guys having this conversation in the darkness of the desert in the middle of the night, and pick up your
Okay.
next time.
Can I light a fire?
I mean, sure.
What will we use
Just
for
for
fuel?
safety. I guess
Yeah, do you have
there's
anything
no
to burn?
sticks anyway. Okay, never mind.
You know,
Right on.
deserts, the infamous lands full.
Well, there may be camel chips.
Eh.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty dark, but let's just pick it up here next time, and we can continue that conversation. How about that? Unless you guys really want to deal with
Okay.
with the camel chips and stuff right now.
No, that's okay.
All right.
Well, that was quite eventful.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Oh, good. I had no idea where that was going to go when we started, but it was fun.
Yeah. I guess we would commit a war crime.
Yeah.
We absolutely did.
Congratulations, you upgraded from your local neighborhood felon to terrorists.
Yes, but it couldn't have happened to the nicer people.
Well, Larry probably had a family.
Well, other than Larry, I mean, hopefully killed the Turbo Wizard. But probably.
I just sincerely doubt it. It was about the range
Larry was a sacrifice.
of a
that
fireball.
were willing to make.
While fireball isn't going to kill him in one shot.
What'd you say, Alex?
But it was more intense, though.
So Larry was a sacrifice we were willing to make.
Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for our character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.
All right, dude, you should not be a father.